We're recording again.
Oh my god. Oh, now we're recording. Okay.
We were before too, but when I hit end stream, it also stopped.
I thought you were explaining it. You were.
All right, you did a good job. And everything. Take 2.
And
go.
Okay. So, on upload later, we've been at it for about 40 minutes, and we've been dealing with bad internet, unfortunately.
we're about 95% of a bag of gummy bears in the session already.
Somebody takes those away before he goes into a diabetic shock.
We have done nothing but discuss how to ride sidewalk.
They're on a moving sidewalk.
Ew, you left the worst
Stopping,
ones.
learned a little bit
Well,
about
that's
the
not the
city.
word.
You leave all the white ones?
Yeah, you lived like the
Wait,
Wait, the white ones are the best ones in my opinion. I'll take the white ones.
Oh, the white ones are the worst.
Do you know what flavor the green one is? Yeah,
The green ones are pretty bad.
strawberry.
What?
That makes no sense. They don't
Yeah.
taste anything like strawberry.
I was also surprised by that.
I think we need
Orange
to
is orange, yellow is lemon, red is raspberry.
How long it's been
Which is why they're not as good.
Look, it's been like what?
69 days.
Yeah, there you
According
go.
to Foundry. So the last roll before today was 69 days and 22 hours ago.
There you go.
So long ago.
Right?
Wait, how we have dropped frames when we're not even online?
That doesn't make any sense.
My God.
It's just recording. All right. One more recap while Tim gets
You
mad
say
at the
it's not
computer.
recording.
And the party's making their way out to the outer ring to talk with Corporal Steelwater for reasons nobody can remember because it was 2.5 months ago. Maybe Tim does. It was Doug's idea to go talk to her.
Yeah,
We don't know what to do.
Right, because you found that map. They had all those locations. You checked out the 4 locations. They were Skaven in some capacity to each one. If there was a bomb, I think Daria was able to defuse all of them. And you talked to some people. Oh, you have the bombs. I think you're going to take them to her.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think we have 2.
Yeah.
Do we still have those things?
You've got 3, I believe, because there was one you found like just outside the initial explosion. And then there was one that you convinced people to give you that they had found and disarmed. And then maybe it's just those 2.
I think there's the third one, and then the third one was in the
bar.
basement of the bar.
Yeah.
Where we had that.
Was there
Yeah,
was
we
there
were in
bomb
the
down
bar.
there too? Because
Yeah.
there was a bunch of rats
Oh.
down there. I thought you were crazy for fighting them, and then you did really well.
No, wait, there wasn't a bomb, right? Wasn't that the thing? We were like, there'll be a bomb here, and there wasn't.
Oh, right.
I don't
Yeah,
think
maybe
there
there
was.
wasn't.
Now that I think
Okay,
about
but we
it.
definitely have
So you have at
bombs.
least 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that.
So you
I
want to
think we
remember.
were taking them to her to either like give them to the authority or like find out what you should do with these things because they're warpstone bombs. They're volatile, and even though they're disarmed, they're still very dangerous.
Jess, can you talk for a second?
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay, it's down here. I was like, our desktop audio's not firing. I wonder if we can hear Jess at all on the recording.
Oh my god! If I had to say all that again.
We can. It's just down
Done.
there.
Give up. We're done. What's the new phrase? Oh, you would crash out. That's what it's
Oh,
called
yeah.
now.
New thing?
It's not rage quitting anymore. It's crashing out.
Ew, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
That's
I know.
It's like when you send it too hard to
Yeah.
like.
If you send it
Crash
too
out.
hard, you can crash out.
Oh,
I like it
100%.
more in that context.
But they don't use it in that context because they
No.
don't study.
They're just gonna crash out on the test. Is
They
that
just crash out.
They. Are we talking like 13-year-olds?
The youth.
What is
The youth.
the youth?
the youth? Well, that's another one I can use incorrectly around Lily and make her real mad. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's super fun.
Yeah, there we go. We just
Yeah, start using it on food and be like, oh man, I'm going
You
to
know-
crash out on all this
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
I think
so
the
good.
correct context is like, they get asked to do something they don't want to do in class.
Anything?
Anything, which is anything, right? You're like, write a paragraph and they're like, oh, I don't want to do this today. I'm going to crash out.
Ugh,
I'm
I'm gonna start using that.
I'm getting ready for bed. I'm going to go in the bathroom and crash out while brushing my teeth.
All right, so we'll say you make it to Stillwater. You find her at the Gray Gate, kind of on the wall, surveying. There's no.
What happened
current
to
attack.
talking to people on the sidewalk? That just, you don't want to do that?
You already did it. You learned
Yeah,
a
we
bunch
did
of
it.
stuff. Did you
Yeah,
want to
they
do
told
more?
us that they don't care about anything because their facility didn't explode, so they don't get the day off.
They're just cogs in the machine, baby. Cogs
Yeah, exactly.
The cogs in the
machine.
cog fort.
Oh.
Is there anything else you want to do before you get to that wall?
I want to try dodging drunk hookers.
You're not drunk. They're not trying to hook you.
Well,
He could be if they did.
I spent my whole life training to dodge drunk hookers.
Oh my god.
The best part is this is going to be completely out of context because we probably don't have Dan's explanation.
And you know what? That's fine. My headphones.
What are they talking about? Drunk hookers?
Okay. So, is there anything else anybody wants to do before we
No.
get to the wall?
Should we move our own there or
I
you're
would like to
Can I-
take and heal, please.
you just
Can't
Yeah, so-
take the week
so-
to get to the wall.
So on the way, you can take a breather and restore all of your toughness.
I've already done that,
Toughness?
Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, that was 69 days ago. I don't remember. Use my whole gift.
Yeah, I got some wounds. Yeah,
Yeah,
some
that
deadly
takes
serious
days.
wounds.
You figure at this point things seem relatively safe. Out there when you meet with Steelwater, there's no like current attack on the city. There's no extra shots going off other than the hourly tests and whatnot. And she's just kind of like, hello again. What brings you here? I heard there was some commotion in the city this morning.
Well, yeah, there were bombs going off all over the place.
Bombs.
And rad people drilling up from the
bombs.
floor and in from the sewers and
Oh.
into the academy.
Just a little commotion.
Yeah.
It was like a whole thing.
I'm sure you helped take care of it, it sounds?
Yeah, and we have 3 of the bombs.
Oh.
2 of them, maybe. I don't know.
You have them with you?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is this the proper pace of... Is this where we bring them?
The peas weren't working there.
So good. This classic Porky
just
Pig
Porky
just
Pig.
changed what you were saying so you didn't have to stutter over it anymore. And she's like, you want me to take them off your hands?
Yeah, you buying?
Well, I'm not going to purchase them off you.
Well,
no,
like,
but if you
you
want to, I can take them to a place to keep them safe. Yes.
Well, like, you guys don't have one of those, like, drops for bombs program?
Yeah. Recycling.
I was
No.
trying to think of a little rate of term for bombs. And yeah, drops for dynamite or something like that?
No.
Oh.
What? I mean, if you're doing this for the good of the city, I'll gladly take them from you and put them somewhere safe.
Which is where?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I'll turn them over to an engineer among my corps, and they'll know what to do.
Do you have, like, a bomb shelter? Like a shelter to put bombs in?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure we have a place to put dangerous artifacts and such.
I don't know if they're that
How do you
old.
not know if they do or not? Aren't you the captain?
I'm a corporal.
Oh, cool.
Is that above captain? I actually don't know how they work.
I don't know either. She's relatively high up, but like, it's one of those things where like she would know what to do with them, but she doesn't know exactly what happens to it after that.
Oh, well,
Like, she knows how to delegate it.
we found some other people that were going to, like, one of the ones that we confiscated was from some people that were going to go try to sell them.
Oh, well, I'm glad you confiscated them. This is, I mean, they're pretty big, so you'd have to be holding them. And she's like, that's a contraband substance there, warpstone.
Oh, yeah.
That should not be in the hand of civilians.
Probably goes for quite a fair amount on, like, a black market or something, right?
It could, and who knows whose hands it could get in. Probably back to the Skaven eventually.
After several transactions.
Potentially.
Where are the Skaven getting it to begin with?
Yeah, who would the Skaven buy it from? Well, maybe we should sell it directly to them.
No, please stop talking about selling this.
Oh.
No, and she like snaps her fingers, and a couple guys come over to take the bombs from you. Just a couple other gray caps, and she's Skaven. As far as I understand, they can kind of sniff it out, and they know where to dig it up. They can mine it more or less like anything else. It's just, not good like cycle stone.
Oh, you don't think any of the Skaven that we dispatched were Skaven miners, do you? I'd feel awful if I kill a child.
Why did I use that word? Every time.
This is why we don't get anywhere in this game.
8 episodes in. Nothing going
I
on.
can't even look at him right now. Because he knows. Because I get it on like 4 different shows constantly. Anytime the word is brought up, which is a shockingly large amount.
It's not a minor amount?
No! But no, the guys, a couple of Grey Caps come over and they will take the bombs from you and thank you. And then they'll take it into to the Grey Keep.
So I guess we were a little confused, Corporal, on like what we should be doing next. We were kind of, relaxing, siestaing a little bit, and then all of a sudden there was rat people drilling in everywhere.
Yes, in a place like this, that'll happen occasionally. I'm really glad that you were here to help with it. We've got Grey Caps all over the city, but we can't be everywhere at once. And, Grey Caps aren't the same as you, and she kind of gestures to the four of you being basically superheroes, right? You're all superpowered in some way, whether it's through cloaks or gold tattoos or being a plant person or stabbing things real good.
Right, so
All right, take a look at the map.
thank you.
Yes?
What is this?
Oh, what is that?
We believe that to be a map of the city, and we think that there's targets that they're specifically going for.
Every one of these places marked on the map either had a whole bunch of Skaven or bomb, or both.
Oh, so they planned out particular places. Do you mind if I keep this as evidence, or not evidence, but
I don't know.
Intelligence?
Daria seems rather attached to it.
It was definitely attached to somebody,
I just don't.
but maybe...
Something's not right with this one, right? Do you feel weird about her?
She seems fine. Well, she does hide her ears, which is weird.
yeah, the two of you would find that probably like borderline offensive that she basically tries to cover up that she's an elf.
Yeah.
I just find it weird that you have ears.
So, Corporal, if you don't mind me asking, two things. First, I'm assuming you have a better understanding of the city than we do. Are those locations of any particular import? And two, why do you hide your ears? That's weird.
The second one's rather personal, but the first one, I'm not sure exactly what were these places? Like, I have an idea of where they're in the city, but where this is could be a number of places.
Two were at some refinery and factories. One was found at a bar that is known on the shadier side. Can't recall the name right now.
Oh, yeah. Also, and one was at like a town hall where everyone was dead.
There's that too.
Oh, we forgot about that.
The town hall where everyone was dead.
Or is it the guild hall?
It was the one we got to too late, and there was just gore.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes, there was. So that was.
Oh, is that why we're going here to tell her?
Yeah,
about
maybe.
that?
She's like your number one, like your only real contact with the authority at the moment.
Oh, and there
so
was like
you're
a
kind of
big
reporting in.
captain guy there or
Why?
something,
This poor-
like pinned to the wall or something.
This poor girl. She's the only person we can talk to. This poor girl.
So the guild house is where you met the guild master, Golden Coldrock.
Yeah, who was a great help in a fight.
That
Like an
didn't do anything to
incredibly
help you.
impactful.
That's true. There was the Oryx Regret, which is where you fought the Skaven down in the.
Like fighting pit.
There was like a fighting pit down in its basement.
Oh yeah.
And there was the Hammer and Anvil Social Club, which is where you found the people that had killed some Skaven, that were attacked but fought off the Skaven and had a bomb. You talked them out of it and got it from them. And then there was the Powder Keg Lane Watch House, where everybody was dead. And there was a sergeant who was like hung up and like his throat was cut and he was held like suspended by the ankles over the sign of like the Skaven painted their insignia below him.
Okay, so we say all this to her.
You also you did find a small bomb there, so you do have 3.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
You also found a room. I think you found this. If I didn't say it before, you found it now. So you found a cellar with a previously concealed door that had been broken open. Yeah, you did see this, revealing 4 sets of manacles fixed to the wall. And the wall was covered in bullet holes.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. So you tell her all that, and she's like, there's connections between some of those places, but they don't. I can't think of anything that connects them all immediately, but
Do they have a connection to the war going on or the Skaven?
I mean, a bar? No. The watch house, yes. That there are gray caps there. The guild house, yeah. The guild, I mean, most people make their money here by making weapons.
Leadership for the city? Is there any leadership connected to this?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you met Golden, so...
Anyone you would maybe think would turn against the city?
I would hope not. That would be
Anyone
awful.
among your gray caps that
Not
has
my
been
great caps. No,
suspicious
never.
lately?
No. No,
Didn't
I
we
trust my
find
people in my
the
life.
bomb with 2 gray caps and they were the ones that were going to sell it?
They were just people.
Oh.
No, but I really appreciate you bringing all this to my attention. I can bring it to my superiors as well. We're always on the lookout for any Skaven activity because they obviously are very dangerous and they are deadly in the extreme. You saw how they assaulted the walls. Obviously, they do a lot more than that. It's very good information to know that their efforts haven't been stymied for now. They've just changed their tactics. Now they're coming up from underneath.
What is your
Can you
suggestion? Go ahead, Hella.
I was just gonna say, can you bring us to your superiors so we can talk to someone who knows what's going on?
My superiors are not described in the book.
Well, shucks.
No, she's like, well, I could, but it's kind of my job to relay this information. In case you come across more, it'll take time. There's a lot of bureaucratic hoops that we have to jump through and everything. If I file a report, I can get it to them by the end of the night. I probably won't be able to meet with them directly.
Has
Okay.
there been any other reports of Skaven activity brought to your attention yet?
To mine, no. I've been on the wall the last couple of days, and it's luckily been quiet, other than the hourly shots.
So we did our job. We're
Yeah,
good.
sounds like everything's
go
all
on.
set, and we can go. Hopefully, get drunk and hooked.
Yep, see you later.
Yeah, if you'd like to peruse the bars in the city, you can go right ahead. I really appreciate everything that you've done even before you've been here.
Yeah. What about the ear thing, though?
Oh, I have to go write this report. And she turns on her boot heel and walks away. You get the impression that you're asking her something very personal when you don't really know her well yet.
We technically outrank her. It could be an order for her to tell us.
You don't outrank. You just exist outside of their structure.
Yeah,
Soulbound kind of work under their own authority.
exactly. We got to figure out this mystery, gang.
Over ears?
Yeah.
I believe there are more important things.
Are there? It doesn't seem actually like there is. It seems like there's nothing else. Actually, this might be this is probably our only mission.
We have discovered bombs. There's Skaven activity going on all over the city.
She said job.
Are you sure
she
you haven't already visited
said-
a bar?
Well, like I said, she said job well done. There's no more job to do outside of figure out this mystery. What if they're
Of ears.
Well, yeah. What if they're actually orc ears? Or mouse ears? Or ears of corn?
Or no ears.
Oh, there's that one too. She could be like you, Soil. Maybe she's actually a plant person.
No.
I've never seen her eat. Maybe she gets her nutrients through osmosis.
And you've just gone and watched her?
Phytochemicals. What?
Osmosis is specific.
Photosynthesis. That's the one I was
There you
thinking
go.
of.
Wow.
So what are you doing? You want to go to some of these bars?
Sure.
Gonna have some drinks?
I don't understand what our goal is anymore, friends.
Yeah. We restored the shipments.
Yeah.
We brought the shipments.
We
bombs
stopped the
went off.
Skaven and the bombs.
hmm
So what are we still doing here?
What are we doing?
I have to imagine if we go to a bar, right? Maybe 4, maybe 6. We'll be able to be put in a situation where Dan will give us the next plot thread.
Stumble into the next spot point.
Literally stumbling.
It's kind of impressive how you do that.
All right, let's go, I guess.
All right. If anybody wants to have any drinks, you can give me a 5-1.
We have to roll for drinks.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, to see what our constitution is like.
Yeah.
Well,
So in
what is
Warhammer
it?
Fantasy Roleplay, there's a skill for it called Consume Alcohol. And the more you drink, you have a chance to fail multiple tests. And if you fail too many, you roll on the stinky
Okay,
drunk
so
chart.
what
It's
am I
awesome.
rolling now?
That's not in this game,
no.
but I'm going to have you roll a body fortitude test.
Fortitude.
5-1.
There's my fortitude.
I don't have fortitude. Oh wait, yes,
Fortitude's
I
the bottom left of the skill.
Fortitude.
Wow, Doug,
And
good
what,
job.
what do we?
5.
Doug got all fails. 5-1. So you need to roll at least 1 5.
So you're drunk. Congratulations.
Daria just
I'm not that
I got
drunk.
one success.
Okay. Is Soil having anything? Is Soil imbibing?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Tim, roll me a single d6. That's quite the dramatic roll. What is it?
it's a 1.
Oh, I was gonna have you roll.
Failure across the board.
My idea was the higher you rolled would be to represent how much you drank before you failed this test.
Doesn't matter. He's drunk.
So it's canon
So-
on How Doomed Are We that Doug is an absolute lightweight.
Oh my god. Doug probably likes it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super that way.
Oh, God.
I'm really,
that
yeah,
way.
this is
Yeah,
really
great.
an ideal situation.
So
One
let's
and
say
done
it
for
only
that
took
one.
one drop of Aqua Granus worth of drinks for you to
Oh,
get
I'm not
drunk.
paying for these.
What do you mean?
Soulbound.
Shadow stepping behind the bar and pouring all of our drinks.
Yeah, just like
Wait,
Well,
Jess,
roll
what
me a
did you
stealth
roll?
test.
Did you roll?
Let's see if you can steal
She
some.
doesn't have.
I
Don't you
one
have?
success.
Don't you have your own alcohol that you've been carrying with you? Do you still have that? Who wasn't one of us carrying alcohol?
Doug.
oh yeah, I think we got a bunch of booze from that
Doug had a
place
bunch
that
of wine.
sponsored us. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
You do? Oh, in the
Yeah.
very beginning, you stole a bunch of wine with
No,
your, like,
it
bread
wasn't
and meat?
stolen.
How have we been carrying it this entire time? The
I don't
fort
know. I don't
was
see it on your
destroyed.
sheet. I see a shadow shroud and poison.
It is
What
very
about-
it is very canon that I was making sandwiches every day
Yes.
instead of eating.
Yeah.
And there was
Grilled
some
cheese
bottles of
and
wine and
wine.
stuff too.
I just said that.
I know.
You got the wine with the bread and cheese.
I
You said
know.
no.
And then you were like, "Oh, well, I don't see it on your character sheet."
I know, just giving you a hard time.
Oh,
So you got drunk
sorry,
off
I've
your own
had a
wine.
few, or one or whatever. Wait, what?
So you got drunk off your own wine then? You
No.
don't wanna pay for it. Oh my God! What? What do you mean no?
I'm gonna go in. I'm a soulbound. I'm gonna convince people to buy me drinks. I'm a hero.
All right. So what is that? Guile. Mind guile. I'm gonna oppose it with the bartender. See if they'll give you drinks for saying you're a soulbound.
Oh.
I'm very good at
That's
this one
that's
thing.
Damn it! I only gave myself 2 dice. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Nice.
Oh, that's a
you-
6 on that?
That's a 6. Yeah. But it looks like you got 3 successes. So you do talk your way into this guy giving you drinks.
Yeah.
So he gives you 4. Let's say he gives you 4 because there's 4 of you, but Soil doesn't partake, so you had 2, and that's why you're drunk.
Okay.
I can't partake.
Why not?
I'm a minor. Technically, I am.
That's fair. That's true. What did we say?
I'm like 12.
11. This age is 11 years on my 2nd cycle. So you're actually way older than that.
Yes, but
All of you guys. All right. So as you're hanging out in this bar and drinking, Doug gets a bit silly. Soil's not imbibing, and then Soil, you feel somebody tap on your shoulder.
Uh-oh.
I told
No,
you.
thank you.
I don't know why I didn't picture you having shoulders with
What?
your body.
what is my image? to
I don't
you?
know.
What is
So
my
you're
Now-
just kind of
now-
you're a
now-
plank with 2
yeah.
arms that just stick out from the sides like a scarecrow.
What it's like Plank from the show, Ed, Ed, and
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Like that's
You got those great misshapen eyes drawn on you and a smile.
Oh my god!
or like just like a tree with like branches. Like they don't have like
Yeah.
shoulders. It's just like.
That's so good.
Do you drink through your feet? Like
Oh.
pouring like water on plants?
The roots.
I'm genuinely curious.
What does this person want?
So you see a woman wearing like a dark green cloak taps on you, and she says, "My apologies, but you are a Sylvaneth, correct?
Yes.
May I speak to you in private?"
Yes.
And then she like walks to like a dark corner of the bar, and the place is like busy.
What?
Go listen to them.
Okay.
You're gonna have the drunkard come with.
Okay.
He's not even like shadow.
standing directly
he's,
next
he's
to the
just got his
table.
cloak up like this. You don't see me.
I pull the back of the cloak up and over.
Oh my god. Do you follow her over?
Yes.
Okay. So she like sits down at a booth in the corner, and you sit with her, and she says, "I'm sorry to disturb you. My name is Anastasia Everlark. I'm one of the leaders of the Cherished Weld. We are a group that promotes growth and greenery within the city. And we have a few gardens around. And a couple days ago, a horribly injured dryad found their way to our garden. And we've been trying to help her since. And I happened to see you and these others, companions of yours, that you don't see Sylvaneth in the city often. So I thought maybe there was a way you could help us with this dryad. She calls herself, I forgot. Mottled Leaf.
Mottled leaf.
Oh, that's a dumb name.
Yeah. Mottled.
Just waiting for you to just say plank.
We're just going to call you Plang.
God damn it.
And I thought since you're not from the city, maybe you could help us get her out.
How did she come to be here?
I'm not sure, she hasn't talked with us much. She's let us keep her safe, but she doesn't speak much. I thought since you're another Sylvaneth, maybe she would speak with you. I understand she's a dryad. I know a little bit about Sylvaneth, but obviously you're much more of an expert than I am, that you could learn more and find out I believe she wants to return to her grove, but Sylvaneth just walking in the streets of Greywater often end up like her.
Was she attacked here?
I think so.
Does that happen to Sylvaneth?
It can, yeah. Sometimes, especially, people think that they're the enemy often, especially if they're in a place like this and have had a couple too many, and they see that and they want to take out their aggravation on a scapegoat, even though the Sylvaneth had nothing to do with their difficulties in factories. If you need to think about it and speak with your friends, that's quite all right.
Is it all right if I have my friends come with me?
Of course, yes.
Dryads are hot, right?
I'm just gonna like push him away.
Oh.
How far away are we from her?
It'd probably be, an hour's walk or so.
Of course.
Maybe a little bit. Oh, we could take the work way part of the way, so a half an hour?
An hour's walk or 7 by tram.
Oh, did I forget to make a token of her? But if you need to discuss it, that is quite all right, of course.
What is everyone's intuition telling them? Is this a trap?
I don't know. I'm back to doing party tricks with illusions in the bar.
Let me discuss it with my friends. Where can I meet you?
I can wait here, or we can meet outside below.
Would it be all right if you stay here at this table? I discuss with my friends.
Of course, yes.
Okay. I will be just a moment.
Thank you.
I'm just going to let Doug do whatever he's doing.
And now it's a bunch of balloons in the shape of my face.
Just going to let that So, coming mostly to Daria and Hella, that woman decided to confide in me that there is another Sylvaneth here who is in trouble, and they're possibly looking for me to aid them. It is a bit distressing, and I would like to go, mostly because she's claiming that she may have been attacked here in the city. I don't know if this has anything to do with what we've seen before going on previously this night, but I would like to go and speak with this person.
Hella, what do you think?
Are you asking us to go with you, or are you just saying you're going to go do this?
I would like to have my friends come and join me to show that there are others who are accepting of Sylvaneth, if anything else. I don't know what her condition fully is, but if she is potentially scared, as you've seen me, Sylvaneth can be dangerous when cornered. And I don't know what to expect. And seeing as how Doug right now is inebriated greatly.
I rode out high with a bunch of peanuts. Look.
Very nice, Doug. I'm also concerned about what kind of incidents might occur if we are not all together.
Yeah, are you suggesting we split up, or are you suggesting we bring drunk Doug?
Who's never kissed a Soulbound before?
We need to bring Doug.
For his own safety.
All right, I guess we'll go.
All right, so I put the image of Anastasia Everlark in the Discord chat because I can't seem to add pictures to the Forge right now. It's acting weird for me as well.
Doug, look at this pretty lady. We're gonna go follow her, okay?
Oh, but she's sick.
Okay.
What?
No, she's not the sick one.
Oh.
The sick one is a tree.
Sick.
Oh my god. How long does this last?
How long does what last? Oh, I mean, he failed on 2 drinks, so 2 hours.
Oh, lovely.
So
That's like one tram ride down the street.
This earring you can see in the picture here, you notice she's like always fidgeting with it.
I can't.
She seems a bit nervous.
I can't load anything up.
Is she human?
She appears human, yes. It's funny, it doesn't ever actually state her species. Because I thought she looked a little elfy, but I don't believe she is, because I think it would have said clearly that she's an elf.
All right.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What is,
Go on.
what is this, like, bubbly, sick-looking skull thing on the map?
That was representing the party until you guys had split up for a while. And then I left your icons there so you can potentially open your character sheets easier.
Gotcha. Well, all right, let's go do this.
Okay, so you meet with her, and she leads you through the city a ways, and she says, we need to, I want to make sure we're not being tailed. Did any of you know how to watch for that? I don't know if I was followed here or not.
Actually, I have a spell just for this.
You do magic?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Both in my charms and in the fact that I can cast magic.
What's the, what do you do?
It's called Mind Slip. No, well, yeah, why not? It'll work.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
So I can, as we're walking away, no one will remember we've been through there for a couple minutes.
Doug, do you feel up for this?
Go for it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Same thing that happens every other time?
Everyone will see us.
It's only a 6-1. I roll 6s all the time.
Very detriment because
Okay, you got
I
it.
did it. So for the next hour,
No, it's supposed to be a minute. I was testing things there.
Oh,
I accidentally
gotcha.
changed it to an hour. So it should be for a minute. You didn't get any overcast, though. I kind of just changed it to an hour. That's weird.
No, yeah, it sounds canon. It says hour when I rolled it, so
So it's a minute. So you'd have to cast this like periodically as you're going if you think there's somebody that might be following you.
yeah.
So like if you happen to notice something, does anybody have a natural awareness of 2 or more?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
a couple.
Nope.
No.
They're both elves. So with a natural awareness of 2, Doug, yours I'm going to say is 1 while you're drunk, but Daria is more with it, and you're on the lookout. If there's anybody that you would be like, oh, I think they might be it, Doug can attempt to cast the spell on them. And you've already cast it once. I'm not going to make you roll it again there.
But I want to roll it again.
Okay. So after, we'll say like halfway there, I'll have Daria make an awareness test.
What's my
It's only 2 dice, but it'll be an opposed
Is there?
if anybody's
what do I need to get?
4s.
I speak to Alyssa. Was her name?
Anastasia.
Sorry. I speak to her. Is there somebody you fear that is on the lookout for you, or look out for this dryad?
It's just if people see a dryad, especially one injured, might take the next steps to remove her from the city.
And
There's
watching
Not remove her, but
and seeing a big, other Sylvaneth walking around might
I'm very aware.
become.
for real, double 6s. And she says, well, also, generally, the Grey Caps tend to be very violent towards Sylvaneth within the city because we have had wars against them before in the past. I understand that you're left alone as a soulbound and people are afraid of you in general.
Yes, I have seen them rest when they see me.
So, Daria, with 2 successes, you feel pretty confident that you guys are not being followed at this time. So you get to a little tenement. She takes you up to the top floor of this apartment building, essentially, and you come to this dryad that looks half dead. Put a picture of her in the Discord again. I don't know why I didn't make a token of her modeled leaf. And she is in a bad way. Let's see. This says their bark is scarred with dozens of different cuts and bullet holes. There are burns from fire and acid on their back. The fingers on their left hand have been cut short, all seemingly with different implements, and their left leg is missing below the knee. She is alive and well enough, but clearly deeply injured. But she's not on death's door.
Aquagairanus help her?
Anastasia's we've given her lots of Aquagairanus. The few things that she said, she did tell us that the only thing that can heal her the rest of the way is to return to her grove.
So
And
is
the
this our
branch which
next
is
mission?
there can do it.
Can I make a medicine roll?
Yeah, give me a 4-2 mind medicine test.
I did it.
You passed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That doesn't happen often.
Well, and here's the other thing too is I did realize that my second mind slip test that I made for the future was 4 successes
Whoa.
because I forgot to apply the deceiving others talent to give myself advantage on.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that doesn't work for spells. Advantage works for opposed test. Spells are not opposed tests.
Some spells are opposed tests.
Not for the casting attempt. Maybe sometimes casting the spell
It
might
comes out.
trigger. Okay, well, Foundry says it is. People that made the Foundry are more experts in this game than I am. But you realize looking over Mottled Leaf that again, she's not in danger of dying right now.
Yeah.
But it looks like these wounds were caused in a way to avoid killing them. So more or less tortured.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
somebody that knew what to do to a Sylvanet that wouldn't kill them outright.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll share that information with Soil.
Mottled Leaf barely lets you look over her. She's in the corner, kind of curled up, like a scared puppy.
What is her reaction as I approach?
You see her her face lights up a little bit, first a little bit of shock, and then a little bit she seems a little relieved, and then right back to being terrified.
So where is her branch?
No, I haven't talked with her yet.
Well, consider that like a segue to ask her.
That's the plan, Doug.
I don't know. We haven't talked yet.
Well, she's right there. You could ask her questions, probably.
I'm going to ask for the rest of you just to stay a few steps back,
Well,
just to give a little bit of space.
you don't need to look at me so hard when you say that, but okay.
I wasn't just looking at you, Doug. It's not all about you.
I mean, it kind of is.
You're making it about you right now, Doug. And I've
Oh,
got
it
more
sounds like it's all
important
about me
matters.
again. Okay.
Play with your peanuts.
What? Yes.
So I'm gonna come up and I'm just gonna like kneel down next to Model Leaf.
Model Leaf. Yeah,
Sorry,
no.
Model Leaf.
The Model U actually was one of Ford's car models after the Model T.
There was Chard you had met before.
Yes,
So I
Chard.
don't blame. There'll be more names like this coming up too. So
Not if we don't take the mission.
that's true. You could just ignore things.
I'm gonna come up, kneel down next to her and everything. Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I am Soil. I am a branch witch.
Oh,
I have come to offer aid.
yes. I need to return to the grove.
What has happened to you?
I was taken by men in the Gulmir. Me and two others.
2 others?
2 other dryads.
Have you seen the others?
No, they are gone. They were cut down.
Where are you from? What is your grotto?
I am from the grotto of... I can't remember these names.
What's a grotto with you?
Pale Oak. The Tree Lord.
What
Where
were
are
you
you
doing? How far is that from the mire?
A few days travel.
What were you doing in the mire?
Oh, hunting ratmen. The dew-brained fools astray from the road. Sometimes they're fun to pick off. And there were a few of them. But we weren't ready for the men with nets. They ambushed us after a skirmish with Skaven.
Did these men look out of the warriors that are on this base?
I don't recall. I did not see much before they bound us and blinded us.
How did you escape?
She looks at her leg and she says, one day a fool left a saw-edge knife behind where I was being kept. And she looks at her leg again and it's missing below the knee.
Do you feel safe here?
No, just want to leave the city. But they tell me it's not safe outside of this building. And you would have all noticed by now that the part of the roof has been removed. So she's like, normally would be in a little bit of sun here, but you can see like she's got leaves on her head that are very wilty and like yellowed.
Have the people here been treating you well?
These people, yes, of the cherished well, they call it. They're the only kind of people I've ever come across.
Do you know how long you have been here?
Here? Since this morning, I believe. I've been in here. I was taken a few days ago. I've lost track a little bit. They moved me once. I was in a dark stone chamber for a few days. They forced me to fight Skaven in a pit. So the other 2 dryads died. I survived. Then they moved me, presumably, into this city. And I was able to escape. They called me suitable before they brought me here.
Rest now.
Yes.
I will talk with my group,
Thank
and
you.
we will help you.
And she like takes your hand, and you can see where like one hand, she has fingers, but they're mostly cut off. And she like takes your hand in hers, and she just says, "Thank you." And then, let's go.
So I'm going to go back over to them. Do you recall the prison we saw and that gladiator pit,
Yeah.
Yes.
she fought there.
Oh.
I believe that is where she received these wounds.
Oh.
Stuff it's just not adding up.
She said she fought Skaven in there.
Who brought her there to begin with?
She doesn't know. Somebody from the city captured her. And I believe they were also hunting other Skaven to use in their games.
Someone in the city has Skaven that they're keeping for underground fighting pits?
Soil. She
One
calls you
moment.
back over to her.
One moment, please.
If it helps, I remember the first place they had me before they moved me to the city. I don't know if it was in the city then or not, but I do remember hearing the sounds of creatures above. The ones that your friends might use for drinking of their milk.
Cows.
Yes, cattle. That's what they're called. And they sounded distressed, these cattle.
The slaughterhouse. Or the stockyards.
But after they moved me from there, it took me some distance away. I have not heard them again.
Thank you for this information.
Yes, of course.
Wasn't there a point on one of these maps that was like a slaughterhouse bar
Yeah,
or
that's
something
what I
like
was
that?
like trying to look at.
I mean, you would know in a city this large there'd have to be slaughterhouses to feed
Yeah.
all the hundreds of thousands or millions of people that are here. So there would be multiple slaughterhouses probably. Potentially multiple feedlots. You don't know. Meat isn't often a large part of people's diets in these places, especially in a place like this where they can't just raise cattle outside of the city easily with the ghoul mare and all that. But she tells you that thinking it might help.
Do we think that there might be others held against their will in a type of place like this?
The ones that were with her are already gone.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that was taken. Just, I was the only one left from then.
I mean, I don't know how pertinent it is to get her back to her branch, but I mean, Glade. Sorry, I actually didn't know the term. But if there's other people being held captive and forced to fight under a slaughterhouse, that feels like something that should not be happening.
Agreed. And with the Skaven incident going on, I don't know how we'll be able to get her out of here without getting into a fight either.
How far away is her?
We will have to traverse the ghoul mare once again.
Ooh. Okay. So I think it might be a point of order to go find this other place first, because there might still be other people from her. I want to say branch again, and I know that's wrong.
Wait.
Glade, yes.
Anastasia's like, if you're willing to help, I think it would be best to do it as quickly as possible. Without
Yeah.
the Glade, she's not dying right now, but I don't know how much
Soil,
longer
don't
she
you
can
have
survive.
some like healing?
Don't you have a way to
Talent.
just teleport to the glade?
No.
I thought
No.
you did. Can't you step in a plant and come out of a fern or something? Am I misremembering?
Yes.
Step into what?
You're the one who
Not
steps
everybody can
into
just
things
be
and
somewhere
comes out
else.
somewhere
I thought you
else.
could do the same thing but for plants.
No.
You are just completely making that up.
Maybe that was something you looked at potentially taking when we were leveling up that one time?
Maybe.
And you were like, oh, I could be just like Doug, and Dan was like, absolutely not.
I don't want anybody else like Doug. There's Soil has a spell to like see things around.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Lay of the land or whatever.
But you don't have like a healing spell? Because you didn't like reverse and then it was like the seeds rain on us and it all damaged us. Or something.
Essentially, my healing spell can just restore toughness.
Oh, okay.
And it's not going to help her in this situation.
You would know that basically the point her body is at, essentially at the grove, they basically have to kill her and then have her soul pod into a new body.
Yes.
Like,
there are two ways that I could save her. I can either return her and have her sisters take care of her, or I do the rites now and take her pod back.
But you don't know where her glade is.
Exactly.
And whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, this is like your thing, too, as a branch witch, right? I can never remember.
Branch witch, we're the ones who return to the glade.
Right. So, like, this is like your job, basically. Not even your job, but like your calling in life.
Yes. I am essentially, along with being a spellcaster, a branch witch is the Sylvaneth equivalent to a Grim Reaper. I show up to take you back home so that you can be reborn. So
we also don't have a way to transport her. She's missing a leg and she's huge.
She's not she's your, taller than Hella, but she's about the size of Soil, like.
Human size? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Soil's huge?
No, that was Mike's first character, was the Kernoth warrior. They're like,
well, I'm 6'2".
I just thought all the tree people were just tall.
No, just that particular one he was playing before.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 12 feet tall with Darak.
But she is missing half a leg.
Yes.
So there's that.
She'll have a hard time getting around, but she's not immobile.
Yes.
Obviously, she had, the Cherished Weld has, fashioned her like a crook, not a crook, crutch.
Chain, a crutch.
Yeah. But she's not, she won't be able to move as quickly as the rest of you.
Doesn't sound like a good way to go into the ghoul mare.
No.
So, if getting her back to the glade is somewhat time prevalent, maybe we talk to the corporal about the underground fighting pit and potentially more people being held there against their will while we go do that?
Okay.
Do you believe you can trust her?
The corporal? No, not at all. She won't tell me why she hides her ears.
You did already tell her about the fighting pit.
Yeah.
And the chains.
But not with any immediacy.
That's true. She did seem upset by that news, and that seemed like a big deal to her.
Oh, okay.
She did seem upset or didn't seem upset? Did. Okay.
Yeah, she was like, whoa, that's not good.
Well, okay, I guess we can just head right out then.
This is our next adventure.
If we are to communicate with the corporal again, we should not bring up our guest.
Oh, fair. Also, maybe, I'd really like to take a little time, and I mean, the majority of us are actually pretty wounded.
Yes.
Anastasia says, if you need to, you can spend the night and day here. I assume you're going to want to take her out by cover of night, but that's up to you. But you're welcome to stay here as long as you need. I just think the sooner Model Leaf gets out of the city, the better for her.
Yeah, probably.
We do intend to help her, but we have unfortunate other matters right now that is halting it.
Yes, that's the fact you're willing to help at all is I'll take it. Again, if you'd like to rest here, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. So we rest, and then we find the corporal.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so you can take a rest here if you want, or if you want to go somewhere else, you can. Let's see, the end of the rest, your toughness returns to maximum. You're already at that, and your wound, you each clear one space on your wound track.
Now, a serious wound is 2 spaces?
So you have 2 serious wounds. So you in Foundry, you would just change one of your serious wounds to a minor wound.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
to reduce it.
Since I've rested and everything else, does my armor regrow at this point, I believe?
I think so.
Oh my god, we have to go get new armor again too.
I don't know if everybody does.
I don't.
I don't, but I don't wear armor. I just naturally grow it.
Yeah, that's part of you being a Sylvan.
No, I've got armor.
Rule for that. How does
I
that
do
work?
too.
Didn't we we bought armor or repaired our armor or something?
You did fairly recently. I don't know how much it all got busted up after those last couple of fights.
Yeah, so maybe we're fine on that. Because I'm showing medium armor now. So I think I had replaced my broken stuff with...
Yeah, I think that was the last thing we did. Okay, species bonus, natural armor. For natural armor's damage, it regrows and is repaired after a rest.
Okay.
So yeah, you go back to medium armor.
2.
Yeah. After resting, which is real good.
2? Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, sure.
2 armor is great in this game.
Has not helped me in the slightest.
What are you talking about? Every time it reduces damage, you take by 2.
And
when remember that you haven't had it in 3 fights.
Right.
They put a lot of rend in this adventure for sure. It's a lot.
Yeah, but now we have
Steven
weapons that
Alberts.
have rend in them.
That's
so.
right.
Yes. Now you can
That's
do
why
it
we took
back.
those.
And then I think we learned last time I was doing rend a little incorrectly,
Yep.
where you take the armor, you take the damage, then your armor gets reduced.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I'm reading it now on the GM screen. Is how it works. So I have to remember that.
Yeah, because who
Armor's
knows
destroyed
how
after
many
the attack.
fewer serious amount
Right.
of wounds we'd have if we were that being played by the rules.
Not
Dying
wrong.
constantly.
Especially the way Foundry was rolling, where I rolled 2 or 3 sixes at once and be like, "You have no armor now. Sorry." Okay, so everybody's restored a wound. Anything else you might get from a rest? Hella, do you have anything special with your tattoo things? Do you know? Do you
They
remember?
reset.
don't
right?
don't they reset?
I think I haven't looked at them today. I think it's just if my toughness and my wounds are. Oh, that's wrong. I don't know. Give me a second.
One Mississippi.
I feel like there's something about
Where's this description? I'm sorry. I just
they
don't even
work
know.
for
where.
an adventure.
They have to be.
Where is that?
I don't remember. I don't know where to look. I'm sorry. I'm clicking all over everything, and I don't know what I'm looking for.
Oh, here it says each Urgold rune remains active for 1 adventure, usually 3 to 5 sessions. After that, the rune becomes inert, and you lose any bonuses gained from it. You can take the Gruntog endeavor to have more Urgold runes hammered into your skin.
Right, because that's what I did when we had endeavors.
Yep.
But there was something that happened to your rune, right?
Well, I have different. Some of them are triggered by different things. Like the one, if my toughness is at 0 damage, that I deal is doubled. But there's is that what you mean? There's certain qualifiers for how they.
Because you have the rune of Iron Skin increases your armor by 1. So I think we just ruled because I rendered
have that.
Oh, it's not equipped.
I have Iron Stomach, is what I have.
I think that's a talent. Yeah, if you look at under gear.
No, you're right.
Under gear, if you roll down, scroll down to the bottom, there's runes. Your rune of Iron Skin is currently not equipped. I think I broke it with Rend. I think we decided because it worked like armor.
I don't remember.
So I know that it says they activate in battle when determining an initiative. So I can't quite remember. We'll say that the Rune of Iron Skin can activate again next time you get in a fight. I can't remember exactly what was going on with that. I don't want to just take it away from you for the rest of the adventure.
Oh, nice.
Which you get it back eventually, but there's a lot. We're 1/3 through this part through this adventure of the campaign.
1/3.
So there's 5 chapters, and each chapter is made up of 3 adventures.
Oh,
So like you've completed one adventure. Was the whole thing with the map and all the different places. So now you've started the second adventure.
gotcha.
Which is dealing with
With this dryad.
the Dryad.
Yeah. So they kind of, the terminology there is important for the way some rules work. Like it's for an adventure, it's not like the whole
Got
thing,
it.
right? It's part of the campaign. All right, so you rest here. Do you want to like wait? What do you want to do during the day? So say you rested overnight, but now it's day. Do you want to try to smuggle the dryad during the day? Do you want to wait till night again?
Would we be able to effectively rest again during the day to be up and escape during the night?
If you want, yeah.
Would that count as another rest?
Yes,
Okay.
I'd allow it.
Do you want to just focus on getting her out of here now, and then try and come back and take care of the matter of?
Well, it's going to be multiple days, right, to get her to her glade?
Yeah.
Yes, but we're also going to be leaving the fort with the situation that's going on here, and we also don't know about any other savannah that might be here.
So do you want to go... So I think if he's going to allow us to rest again and get rid of more wounds, then we need to absolutely take advantage of that. And maybe before we sneak out, we go check that other place.
What do you want to check out?
The slaughterhouse thing? Or are we just going to leave that in the corporal's hands?
The slaughterhouse or?
Yeah, the fighting pit under the slaughterhouse.
Oh, okay. The fighting pit that you went to before.
Well, wherever she was.
Well,
If it was the same one, I don't know.
We don't know where that is.
Gotcha.
do we even have a plan for how to get her out of here?
Fly her on a horse.
Ooh, the Shadow Steed.
Okay, so that's her getting out with Doug.
Well, the rest of us
Then I'll just wait for hours for you guys to ride the walkway.
shouldn't have a problem.
No, I mean, like, just getting in and out of the city on the horse isn't that big of a deal. Like, I could just come back for each of you. But are you guys really, like, are we concerned about us being able to leave?
No.
Oh, you've messed with my peanuts.
What? Is that the dice or the gummy bears? Are they gone?
No, it's the dice that he was claiming to be his peanuts. So
Oh.
he said hi, and I just replied back by saying no.
No exclamation point. It was very firm.
Wait, you wrote no? No! That's my job. So yeah, you figure you could summon your Steed of Shadows. Have you named this thing yet that you summon?
Oh,
every
there's
time?
always different names.
Oh.
There was a Nathaniel. There was a Gumpner.
That's right. I totally forgot that.
When you started saying Nathaniel, I was like, is it going to be like various forms of Nathaniel?
Yeah, then it was just Thaniel. Then it was Nate. Then it was Nathan.
No. So yeah, you figure that's a relatively easy way to get to and beyond the walls, likely. But you could carry you and Mottled Leaf on it.
Yeah.
So like you said, you could go a couple times back and forth.
Of course, then
which you
again,
seem to have time for.
Doug, the concern is, are you going to summon your steed?
I don't know. It depends on how much the GM wants to cheat.
So I think we determined, like, from where you are to the wall and back would be like 2 hours of flying.
Ooh.
So each person you need another casting of.
What will it be by
Well, it
train?
depends on how many successes you get.
I mean, we could just, while I'm spending 2 hours flying us out of there and back. You could go to the edge of the wall, so it would take 20 minutes to bring
That's true. They could all be making their way back as well to shorten the trip each time.
Idea.
That's a good point.
So we do that, but I guess the issue is are we going to be addressing this slaughterhouse thing first? Or are we just leaving that in the open?
Regardless,
if it's not the same fighting pit we went to before.
Regardless, I feel we will have to return back to the fort.
Yeah, but that could be, well, we don't know that. Who knows what's going to happen after we travel 3 days away from here? We won't be back for at least a week.
This is true.
You know that the fighting pit you found, there was clearly no slaughterhouse anywhere nearby. There was no livestock of any kind. So you know that place isn't the same that she's talking about.
So I think we should address that first. Before we go, the slaughterhouse thing, and find out where that is.
So during the day we go do that instead of resting?
No, we should definitely rest.
What is it that you are recommending, Doug, while you're playing cat game?
Excuse me, it's called Doodle Magic. And I've been very clear. I think that we should rest during the day, and we should go check out that slaughterhouse thing tonight.
And then the following day we move.
Yeah.
Modeled.
Okay.
After a third rest, yeah.
A third rest?
Well, yeah.
I don't know about that.
What is everybody else's thoughts on that?
That sounds boring.
Fine with that.
How much time does Mottled Leaf have? I mean, it's already taken 3 days to get to her glade. Are we...
Yeah, basically...
Well, but like even if she dies on the way, Soil can just do his thing and take her pod, and then hopefully we find the glade.
I don't even think pot's illegal. I don't even know why you'd take it.
So a lot of that is not so much that she's in immediate danger, but that like she's in pain, and the sooner this gets done, the sooner she can like start her next cycle.
Is there like technically with my medic trait and everything, is there anything that I can roll that would help at least ease her?
Yeah, you could ease her pain during this time a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Like inducing a coma or something?
I mean, not that much, but he would know like things that would be like painkillers or like sedatives for Sylvanet specifically, because obviously their biology is very different from the other 3 people in the party.
No, we don't. I don't want questions about my biology from you.
Well, fine.
Dude, if she's gonna become the seed pod anyway, why doesn't...
Why don't you just prematurely kill her? I like where
Well,
your head's at,
because we
Helen.
don't know where the glade
Like,
is.
I know the idea was like we don't know where her glade is, but like I don't know the lore of the Sylvaneth. Like, does it like can she tell us where the glade is? We'll bring her seed pod there, or like does it matter which glade? Or I don't know.
Does your people have what do you call it? Mummification?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think dwarves mummify.
No, they definitely want to.
Pretty sure we just light things on fire.
So I think
Fires.
I don't want to play your character, but I feel like Soil would be very against that idea because you never know what could happen to that pod on the way.
Okay.
Even if you know where the glade is, something could happen to that pod, and then that person's soul is gone forever.
Okay, that's valid.
So
That was a good lore question. I like that. And I don't know the whole answer to that, but I feel like that would be, like, for what Soil does as a branch witch, I feel like that idea would be almost anathema, which I love the idea of other people in the party bringing that up.
Wait, is that how you say that word?
Yeah, or anathema.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I was like, if I've been saying it wrong for a
I
long
did say it
time.
wrong there. Anathema.
Essentially, the biggest
knew what you meant.
concern. The biggest concern is while I am a branch witch, and yes, that is my duty, she is not of my glade.
Okay.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Number
Okay.
1. So
Thank you for
I don't
explaining
even,
your religion and culture to me.
it's all right. So that's like the problem number 1. Number 2, yes, it's essentially. I'm going to be, if I were to take it, I'm going to have to constantly be protecting essentially a glass bulb.
Okay.
Like those slightest wrong move that can break and
Like the middle
gone.
school health experiment where they give you an egg and you try to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of frying pans in this world.
I think taboo is the word I was really looking for. I think it would be taboo to you
Yeah.
to do
Okay.
that.
To a degree. The best that I can do right now is bring her back and let her sisters do it.
Yeah.
It's only if an absolute emergency do I do it.
Right. It's like an option, like you said, last ditch option.
Ditch. Yeah.
Essentially,
Okay.
when we faced off against the Kurnath hunters out in the mire, when we faced off against the Kurnath hunters out in the mire, I took their cores because there was no idea of where they would end up. But I left them with Bert U for him to take care of.
Oh, that's right. I was going to ask what you did with those. Yeah, give them to that tree man.
Man, imagine how many less wounds we have taken if we had like a super dope Sylvaneth sword from a swamp.
Really?
Oh, right. I
Oh, no.
forgot.
Really?
My
We
favorite
would have
part
gotten attacked.
We just
if did
left that behind.
yeah, right. My favorite part about the whole sword thing is that's not on me at all. That's just taking life.
Why did we decide that?
I don't know. I'm still asking myself to today.
The fact that we were surrounded by sprites that would tear us apart when we were
Yeah.
already
Take it.
wounded.
No.
We avoided an attack
No.
by not provoking.
Right? It's a good thing there's a Sylvaneth in the party that is like aware of these things. Because other party, like if you didn't have a Sylvaneth in the party,
Unsubmitted Doug. Let's take that. Sure. Party dead.
and then just
That's not true. They watched us leave it inside of their glade at the very last point, and we could have just taken it and they wouldn't have followed us because we were outside of their area or whatever. We also had a magical flying horse. What were they going to do?
Is his name Trevor?
It was at the time.
Magical Trevor.
Yeah, this horse is amazing. It tastes just like raisins.
All right, so what are we doing during the day? Are we starting the ferry or are you doing something else? Are you going to rest one more time?
We're going to
for
rest
sure?
one more time.
Rest one more time,
So,
and then we're going to
Yep.
try and find about this slaughterhouse.
So at this point, we'll say it's like mid to
Yep.
late afternoon after resting a second time, so you can remove one more wound.
Oh my god.
Equivalent.
I only have a deadly wound left.
I only have a serious wound.
Wait, deadly?
Yeah.
That's like
I had a
34.
deadly and a serious one.
Oh, I see.
I have
So-
3 deadly wounds. So,
Yeah, because you could take a lot of damage. Hella.
well, I went over. I just kept adding them. Is that
Yeah.
not it? Do I max it at
No,
the max, or
we
I
went
just keep
over-
going? Right?
Because remember, you kept rolling like the death. Stuff.
See, I was gonna say I just kept getting wounded, but I kept avoiding death. I
Yeah.
kept living and like building
Yeah.
up my toughness. So I am dying.
Yeah,
friends,
those
dying.
rolls were huge because you stayed on your feet and then we're doing double damage because you were at 0 toughness and you're like, if I'm gonna go down, you're going with me.
That's what I do.
All right, so if you rested, it's like mid to late afternoon at this point. Model view and then we're fine with waiting until the cover of darkness to go do this.
I'm treating them slightly.
You're doing your best to keep
Yes.
them as comfortable as possible at this time. I knew I would regret pausing the game.
Pausing.
I did do it like 5 minutes ago. It took him a minute. It took him a little bit to notice. Probably because he's playing doodle magic.
I am.
So
It's like he's playing the stupid screensaver with a logo that just bounces all over the screen.
for real.
Oh yeah, let's try that. I'll try to get in the corner.
I just realized if I just go to a different tab, I don't have to watch Doug dance around. I mean, I still see it on our monitor here, but what was I saying? I forgot.
We're traveling. We're going.
So where are you going? What are you doing?
the slaughterhouse.
Do
We're
we
gonna
know
try to
where this
figure out-
Yeah, we
slaughterhouse
gotta
is?
find out where a slaughterhouse is, or like a stockyard, cattle stockyard, or whatever they're called.
So who do we go talk to, or are we just going to go?
Anyone, we
wandering?
just go outside and ask someone.
Did we not ask Angelica, or I forget her
Oh
name?
yeah, Anastasia.
Anastasia Everlark.
Anastasia.
Okay.
Romanoff.
Anastasia, tell us about your city.
Okay, so there are very few places where things are grown in this city. There are places called agri-chambers, which are little urban green spaces for like gardens and such, mostly on top of buildings. Her organization, the Cherished Weld, tries to like obtain plots of land that they can turn into like parks or like little forests best they can. Mottled leaf refers to them as sad little trees. These agri chambers also collect rainwater for people to have, water to drink. Let's see. Most of the farmers and gardeners are wanderers. Elves are known for this. Read more about these farms. There's not much. There's not really any.
Just waiting for you to say there's no cows in this city. Good luck.
She doesn't know of any like feedlots in the city. No. She knows that there are some places outside of the city that have livestock because the real expensive places do sell some meats, but that's pretty rare. It's mostly grains, porridge.
So what else could it be besides cattle?
Just said it's something that they use
Horses, maybe?
for milk,
Horses?
though. They drink from it.
Milk.
Yeah, she was describing cattle. She just didn't know the word at the time.
Gotcha.
Right, but she could have just thought that was the sound. She didn't see them.
Well, all right, so if it's not, it sounds like cattle, but it's not cattle.
It's got to be cattle. I don't see that type of hint without it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be outside the city.
It's described as she heard distressed cattle. I just role-played it as she didn't know that word at the time. I'll just simplify that a little bit.
We could just go back to the other fighting ring we found and see if we can.
Hey, illegal
Find a
proprietor of this
connection.
establishment, who's your competition and do they have cows?
I meant more like maybe they're connected and we can just go investigate that one.
Oh, that's
See,
true.
If we know that these fighting rings are capturing people
But
and like
when we were there, didn't we
There was no
to gather
there was
information or something?
there was no bodies. Other
there
than
was
the
like no
skater.
one there when we were there before, yeah.
We could try and talk to Doug's favorite mystery.
Corporal? Yeah,
See
we
if
could.
she
Maybe
has any
has-
information on
She should.
potential locations.
Any corporal worth their beef would know where it comes from.
Anybody here can do a 4-1 mind lore test to represent learning more about the food
That's
sources and cattle and such. Here, Anastasia gave you some information, but
A what now? 4-1?
she also is
Tell me.
4-1. She also is a staunch vegan, so she.
I've got 2 successes.
Yeah, I got
Jeez,
2
everybody
successes.
passed.
I didn't.
Everybody but Helen.
4-1 lore.
Mind lore.
I'm not the brightest. I just hit things.
Real well, though.
I also succeeded. I'm very smart.
Okay, so you know that this can also represent gathering information from people around, talking to others. Any kind of cattle are exceedingly rare in greywater fastness. Most meat is brought in already dried and salted along the one road, and most work animals have been replaced with rattle traps, which you've come across a few of those. That courier was on a rattle trap, which is basically just a mechanical horse. Some cattle are held in pens just inside the Grey Gate and are slaughtered there. But living cattle can only be found in the hand market, where luxury goods, including fresh meat, are sold to the nobility, and Brenna's farm. That's outside of the city.
Let's go to the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna head to the hand market.
Uh-huh.
No, the beef market, not the ham market. We're not trying to find pigs.
Where's the hand market? There we go.
This is number 10.
The street market occupies the top slopes,
Just try
the top
hard.
of Spoke Road 3, and the
Don't have to
great,
try
the
very
great
hard.
axle meets the inner circle. What'd you say? Number
In the
10?
middle.
Yeah, so it's in the middle.
It's in
Oh, well, yeah, it's
here.
within the great
Because
axle.
it's the rich people.
Yep.
Yo. It is open around the clock, and generations of the same families take turns operating the family stalls. children in the morning, selling to servants of the elite at the canny, and unflappable elders catering to the rowdier late-night customers. Most of the market families have been in the trade for generations and don't take kindly to interlopers. In the hand market, everything is precious. It's either imported, like the Azurian silks sold by Vetiver Fulman, luxurious, like old Damercy's meat and livestock, or Gordy Kernok's fresh flowers, or handmade, like the jewelry and ornaments Sulat the Wanderer creates in shapes reminiscent of industrial machinery. Perishable luxuries slowly make their way down Spoke Road number 3. Meat on the verge of spoiling or wilted flowers are often available for lower prices in markets further down the way. So you do learn of a butcher shop called Ulda Damercy's Butcher Shop that has just that, fresh meat.
Perhaps one of you, Doug or Daria, should speak and ask if he knows of where there might be fresh.
Yeah. I can do that.
You two have more charisma and like you're better at talking to people than I am.
How are people reacting to me in the marketplace?
A lot of people will do like a double take and then avoid looking at you. Other people will see you and turn around and go the other way. Some people will glare at you or look at you suspiciously. But they can see you with the other three. You guys have an air around you that people can tell you are different. All four of you because you're soulbound. Yeah.
Soulbound.
And the soulbound are generally common knowledge that there are these groups of people that have been blessed by Sigmar. So it's oh, they're really important. They don't like you, but they're not going to start anything probably.
Okay, so we go to the fresh meat stall.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see any live cattle around while we're there?
Yes, they have a selection of cattle. Here they are known as woodhorns, which is exactly what it sounds like. They are large cow-like animals that have gnarled oaken antlers and ample meat beneath their leafy coats.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
So imagine a cow in a ghillie suit with wooden horns.
Yeah.
Combat cow.
Sounds like a yak.
It's impossible beef, really.
As
It's plant-based. Yeah.
as we're standing there,
God.
do we notice any sort of doors or gates or stalls or anything that looks like it might lead to underground?
I'm the proprietor is kind of can you quit poking around here? Can I help you?
Well, this wouldn't be the slaughter. This is just where they're selling them. So we got to find out where they're buying them from, right?
No, he said there was live cattle there.
Oh.
Or, sorry, wooded horns.
Well, maybe it's both. Okay. That's yucky.
Well, that's how you know it's super fresh. You do it right there.
Oh, that's right. Do you slaughter the meat here?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, goodness. Right in the center? Where?
In the back, naturally.
Gotcha. That's all the questions I can think of.
I know where food comes from and is appalled.
Wait, you killed the cow?
He's just learned what's in a hot dog. Oh, God!
I thought the meat grew on them like berries or something.
Could you imagine if that's how we got meat?
Just wads of ground beef.
So much better. So many ways.
Time to go pick from the meat tree.
You looking for a particular cut?
Oh, God.
Once I get enough orders in, I'll slaughter a wood horn and package it up. Which takes a few hours.
Yeah, maybe some skirt steak
Very good.
and a flank.
30 drops a pound.
What? That's
Just wants food now.
I don't know if that's actually a lot.
that's like 6.5 tram rides.
Well, that sounds cheap then. I should up that. Yeah, you get the sense that it is expensive. Oh,
Well-
that's not that much. A dagger costs 20 drops.
Everything is
So we'll say
expensive
50 drops
relatively
a
based
pound.
on how much aquagaranas we have, and that is a considerable portion of what I have.
50 drops
We're
a
in-
pound. For
50?
It's town, Doug.
Yeah.
We're in your type of place, bro.
Ugh.
his type of place, but not his wallets.
Yeah. So consider me, a. I just like to know that the quality of my stuff is and the fact that you slaughter on site is actually very interesting to me. Would I be able to see where you do this and where you prepare the meat?
You want to see where I prepare the meat?
I know it might seem a little barbaric, but I'm very interested at the whole farm to table thing.
Yeah, I guess so. And she pulls a curtain aside, and she'll walk you into the back room where there's a big, basically stainless steel table, and there's a place to hang the cow and drain the blood out and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't have one in progress, but
can we look around in here and be like, oh, there's a big door that says arena downstairs or something like that?
with your natural awareness of 2, this place seems absolutely normal. There's nothing standing out to you.
Well, we got to figure out a way to get beneath the market.
Maybe
So we
she's
know
not,
it's in this general area.
Yeah,
so
maybe
now
she's not even aware it's under here.
Yeah. It's just, how do we get under there?
I teleport straight down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What?
Shadowy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just
Shadow step.
I just
All right,
underneath
I
the
guess we
ground.
meet a new character pretty soon since Doug just teleports into solid ground and is dead.
that actually can't happen. There's no shadow in solid ground.
It's nothing but shadow. There's no light.
Well, we don't, it's not solid because she said that we think that.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're in the wrong spot then.
Yeah, we're probably in the wrong spot.
That's what I took away from that. There's solid ground under it, meaning there's no pit.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to go to the farm outside the gates.
Yeah. Which I
Well,
suppose makes more sense.
Ask her if there are any other cows around.
Yeah.
Any other wood horns.
Do you grow and raise all the cattle here too, or is there?
Oh, no, I ain't got room for that, none.
Oh, well, where do you do that?
Oh, Brenna's farm.
Brenna's farm?
Brenna.
Brenna.
Yeah.
What's
Brenna
Brenna with you?
Coal hands.
Coal hands. Now, where's that located?
Oh, just outside the city.
Oh,
Pretty
so
much straight out from the Grey Gate.
Is it safe out there?
No, goodness, no. I don't think they'd thrive there in the mare, poor things. Would have been better to have slaughtered them here. But there's more room. And not safe, but there's more space.
Gosh. What do they have to keep them safe from ratmen?
Fence, wall, I guess.
That's it?
I don't go there myself.
Oh, I wouldn't either. But if I were, how would I get there?
How do they transport them?
And how do you bring them into the city? Do you have a...
Oh, they bring in a
Cart?
caravan every week or so. They got to protect it quite well, even on the road. But they've got basically their own little army.
Oh, that stands to reason, I suppose. And, to get to here, they probably travel what, southeast or...
Uh,
Or maybe they're south of the city,
it
so maybe
says
they
it's right
travel
out the Grey
north.
Gate, right?
I just assumed all the grades were gray.
Of course you do.
Well, all
Where
of
is
the
it?
policemen are gray hats or whatever, so their naming conventions aren't exactly creative.
Do they ever bring anything else in besides the cattle on the caravans?
They grow some other stuff there, yeah, but I'm not interested in that. But it's just off the one road, just within the range of the hands. Surprised you didn't see it on your way in.
I am also surprised that we all failed their insight rolls on that.
Well, you didn't go along the one road the last bit to get into the
Oh,
city.
that's right. We
You had to
went
go
into the
around
sewers.
a different way.
We had to go through a sewer.
Right.
Yeah, so you have not seen this place.
Well, very good. Soil, buy your beef, and we'll be on our way.
I'm sorry.
Pretty sure Soil is also a vegan.
Well,
What does soil eat?
Would you like to know?
you can't just ask someone that.
Water and sunshine.
Fair. Right? Oh, duh. Yeah, photosynthetic. We've already been over this.
That's why I was curious if he just stands in, like a pot of water at night or like a gallon of beer, if that's how you drink.
Stand in it.
Well, yeah. That's why I was asking if you ate with your feet. And then you looked at me like that, and I stopped pursuing that line of questioning.
Okay.
Well, I think I've left my fishbowl of aqua gratis in another pocket, so we'll be back probably some other time.
She's like, okay.
But have a great day, and I do really like your facility.
Thank you. You as well.
Oh, you like my facility as well. That's very kind of you.
You have a nice day.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so let's go to the...
Well,
Farm
at
outside
least
the
Tim didn't pass out from like seeing mechanically separated oak horn.
No. It's actually one of my pastimes is mechanically separating other things with daggers.
Oh, jeez. All right, so what are we doing next?
Heading to that place, Brenna's farm.
That requires us going outside.
Mm-hmm.
How far outside is it? Like,
Yeah, like
How
we're
far-
gonna have to get.
I feel like we can just leave, right? They're not going to be like, oh, you can't leave.
What about the dryad?
But by the time you get to the gates to leave the farm, it'll be night.
Everything is 17 hours.
The place is gigantic.
Well, we should probably just rest for the night at this point.
Gigantic.
Well, are we going to try and take Model View out?
Do we want to take her to this farm?
no.
No, but I thought the plan was we use this time to try and find some information, but we're planning on getting her out of here.
Well, yeah. So we found some information, so let's go check out the farm, right? We're still trying to stop that whatever's going on there. Let's just do it now. We just woke up.
And this is where we're going back to square one.
What do you mean? This was still the plan.
I thought the plan. No, but wait a minute.
The plan was to go find the slaughterhouse. We now know where the slaughterhouse, or the place where the fighting pit was.
Okay.
We now know where that is.
We're on a wild goose chase. Who knows?
You've gotten a couple different leads here, so
We don't know if the farmhouse is where the fighting pit was. That was where she was held before she was brought to the fighting pit. The fighting pit is in the city.
We don't know that.
no. When she was at the fighting pit, she heard cattle.
Oh,
Yeah.
at the fighting pit she heard cattle. Okay.
So it's got to be this farm.
But then how did she get in the city?
She said she was taken to
Yeah,
another
they put
place.
her on the
They
cattle transport
Right.
thing.
Yeah, they again covered her head and everything. She didn't see anything, and then they brought her somewhere else. In this, she said she didn't know she was in the city in the first time.
I thought she was fighting in the city.
She didn't know. She may have been.
Okay.
She never saw outside.
Knows there were cows.
Yeah, she heard them.
All right. So are we going to try and sneak out of the city now?
I don't think we actually need to sneak out of the city. We needed to sneak her out. But
Well,
us,
we don't
can
even know
probably
what
just walk
we
out.
don't know what's outside of that gate. We don't know if going that direction is there's going to run into Skaven, if there's the
That's very
fighting
true.
is broke.
Yeah,
Well,
you would know that you'd be allowed to leave. You're not held here. You do think you need to smuggle the dryad out, but if you go out without her, you can just go. People will be like, "What are you doing? We're just walking out of here." Think that you're crazy, but to not go without a caravan or something for safety would be seen as suicidal practically. But the one road itself is pretty safe.
Well, that's kind of why I asked how far away the cattle farm was outside. Is it right outside, or we have to actually?
It
Yeah.
says just within range of the hands, which I don't know if it actually tells me exactly what that range is because they're giant cannons, so at least a few 100 yards, half a mile.
Oh, that's 5
that's
minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
that's what I'm saying.
10-minute
It's not
walk.
far. It's just a short walk outside of the gates.
Yeah.
all right.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right.
Yeah, it just says they're huge cannons. I don't know exactly how far it would be, but it wouldn't be I think it might be shown on the map sort of. Like, this map's not perfectly to scale anyway, but down here, if you're looking, that looks like a farmstead to me.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh,
So it might be that.
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna say it is.
But again, not necessarily to scale. But, all right, so you're going to go out there tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring mottled leaf?
No.
no.
Going to make her wait another night?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you're allowed to leave just fine. It's not like you're not allowed to leave. So people just are like, what are you doing?
Adventuring. What do you think we're doing?
We're gonna go get some beef.
I mean, you're soulbound, so I guess do what you want, but not safe to go out with such a small group.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right, so you head out along the one road. Forgot what it was called for a second there. And yeah, just inside range of the hand. So we'll say half a mile or so, maybe a little bit more. You come across a farmstead, I guess, that has high walls around it. Oh, I did not
Is there anyone around?
for this yet.
I feel like Dan's lack of knowledge of this farm means that we're going the wrong way.
Not the wrong way, no. Just I didn't expect you to go here so soon. Okay, so here says...
We made the wrong decision.
Right? It's not the direction.
You see
It's in our. It's
We
in
were
our
supposed to go to the
This
glade first.
happens a lot. I mean, this part of the adventure is pretty
information.
open-ended.
I think you have to understand that that's a very good thing. The less time he's had to plan, the safer we normally are.
So it says there are some rice fields growing outside the stockade here. The 4 skinny woodhorns live, it says, a miserable existence on a diet of swamp grass and polluted mare water.
Ew, those poor cows.
They don't look nearly as healthy as the one you just saw at the hand market a few hours ago. Because it was so fun.
Oh, they're probably grass or grain finished.
Well, how do they make them look good? There's got to be another source of cows.
I don't think we could possibly experience multiple red herrings in a row.
That seems ridiculous.
It does.
Okay.
Is there
Okay.
anyone around?
Yeah, what
the
do we
farm?
notice?
It's nighttime, right? So we're just kind of snooping, but are there like guards?
It is nighttime. As you're getting closer, there would be guards out here because again, they're like the whole thing can't be on the one road, so they're in a pretty dangerous
Right.
spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll approach.
Yeah.
I don't like that face,
Guards.
Dan.
No, I thought I had an image of this ready to go already, but apparently I don't. So I gotta do some snipping and stuff because I do have a map for this. Oh no, there. Oh no, because I'm making it right now. That's why it's labeled. So bear with me, please, for just.
There's bears?
Nope, that's not it. There we go. Make sure there's a player safe one. My favorite kind of map. Ooh, even says player friendly map.
Oh, this seems like a nice
Oh, they're
place.
friendly bears.
There's no bears. Or are there? Maybe there are now. Just because you want it so bad.
Oh God, he's rolling dice.
For what?
Who's rolling dice? I was trying to type a thing in and I kept messing it up.
I was just expecting Dan to be like, roll dice. Okay, there are now 6 bears.
I rolled 6. 6.
So, Soil, I have a question to kill time until the GM's ready.
There you go.
Yes.
So, like, those thorn horns or whatever they're called, right?
Woodhorns.
Wood horns. So, like, for us, like, both meat and plants are food. No, I'm very actually curious. But so they're like an animal, right? But they also have kind of like plant parts. What is that like?
Cannibalism?
Yeah. For you, is that like a thing or?
We don't require meat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they're not all meat. Some of it is plant.
You do realize that plant life can grow on non-plant life.
I didn't really know until we experienced that. Not particularly. Is that a regular thing?
That can happen, yes.
Just like regular animals grow branches and stuff?
There's a spell I can learn later on that will help you grow on
No. I would prefer not, but
I can have vines grow on you now if you would like.
that'd be kind of cool, but that's like a spell. Unless you're saying that someone took like regular cows and then cast your magic on it and now they have berry bushes for
We are
heads.
in the realm of life. It is bursting with the jade energies of Alariella. It is not impossible for various things to change. We've come across stranger things, I feel.
I've never had a burger that was bursting with real fruit flavor from the same animal.
Just because there's leaves on the creature's skin doesn't mean it's in its body.
Well, doesn't it have to start to grow out?
Not all.
It's just growing on the surface? Like a
Okay.
fungus?
Yes.
I don't think they should be selling that as meat if it's growing fungus on
It's to my understanding that there are medicines made of fungus for your kind.
it. Yes, that's true, but like medicine wouldn't be like growing on a person.
Penicillin?
Penicillin grows on people?
It is a moss that grows a fungus.
Right, but not on people.
It can.
All right.
Well,
Got it. So I'm glad Doug
think
has
I like
gotten
medicine
some
anymore.
education. Doug's all learned now. So say the map I have here isn't quite the scale. Your tokens are going to look really big compared to the map, but it's all done with zones anyway. So it's just to kind of represent what zone you're in potentially. So you get here, and if you just kind of walk up to the front door here, you can see where those like steps are. Those you see the rice patties on either side. It's kind of a walkway, and there's a couple of guys standing on above like the gate, and they're just like, "Can we help you?"
yeah, we're.
Soulbound.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say that like we're here to watch the fighting pits or something. They come in as like regular customers, you know?
You're what now?
We're here for the show.
Yeah. Excuse me?
Is there a show tonight?
A show? No, this is a farm.
Is there a farm tonight? We're here for the farm tonight.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Sorry. Brenna's ordering a drill session. We'll be back.
A drill
hear,
session?
like a bunch of like booted feet running around on the inside and some people calling out.
Why don't you,
It seems like a perfect time to just enter.
or shadow step in and see if we can see.
Yeah, I'll shadow
What's
step
going on?
in.
You what?
I'll shadow step in.
To
Behind the gate. Is it a big gate? Explain this gate to me.
it's like a big double door gate.
Is it closed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shadow step to the other side and open it.
Just to the other side?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you shadow step in and you see like the courtyard type area of this place. I'll do a bunch of revealing quick of what you would see. And have this set up with my usual walls and whatnot ready to go.
Oh, perfect.
Says farm, but I just see swamp.
Rats.
This is some weird farm stuff. What is
Gotta
this?
grab them quick. So yeah, you see there's a big statue in the center. This is just a big courtyard, and you see a fair bit of dudes running about. A lot of them run into the building on the left. And then as they run in, they come back out. They've got like they're armed. And then they like form up and they like start like practicing with each other.
Okay,
Can you open the gate on the other side?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, you can open the gate and then everybody can go inside.
And then we'll lock the gate behind us.
Hey,
So you kind of sneak in, sort of.
sneak in.
And then a woman walks up to you who's like big, well-muscled woman. And she's like, what are you doing here?
Oh, we're here to watch the drills.
Can people tell we're soulbound just by looking at us?
Not
I know
necessarily.
you said like as we're okay. I was gonna say I know you said walking through. They can.
They can tell there's
I
something
tell, but-
different about you, but like in the city, it was known that Soulbound had showed up and helped break the back of the Skaven assault. But like,
Okay.
yeah, it's not like they
So
look at you and be
we're
like,
like
oh.
we're like intimidating, but they don't know exactly why.
Actually, I think we lean into that, right? We're seeing some of the other defensible things, and this could be a place that's attacked outside the city, which we're here to protect, that whole thing.
I'm mostly saying, do we want to come in like normies, or do we want to pretend we're the cops?
I think we come in as the cops. But not like cops like trying to shut down their fighting ring, but just like cops that are curious. Curious cops. Inquisitive
Curious
inquisitors.
And she's like, well, I see you just let yourselves in. Who
Well-
are you?
We're a bunch of soulbound. We're the ones that have been protecting the city recently, and
Soulbound.
yeah.
Children's stories. Ridiculous.
Well, not really. I have this cool membership card.
Yeah, don't we have a way to prove we are? Don't we have something like that?
And I have to say, it's incredibly impressive that y'all are able to function out here, outside the wall.
Well, that's why we're practicing. And as you're all in here now, you see there's a dozen dudes practicing that look like pretty well skilled.
I'm just going to step forward real quick. We are coming from the city, which had just received a bunch of hidden attacks from the Skaven. We've come to determine whether or not this location is still secure.
She's like, oh, Sylvaneth. Yes, it's secure. You can see. We're fine.
Now, do you ever run into any kind of weird stuff out here? On our way
Yes.
in, we got
Goomare.
waylaid pretty heavily. There was some weird Sylvaneth, there was Skaven, and seeds that would rain down from the sky, and things of that nature.
Yeah, so?
I just kind of thought we could swap stories a little bit about cool stuff we had seen, but whatever. Okay, cool.
So I don't understand what you're doing here.
We heard that there might be... Let me put this delicately. So...
Are there any secret passages under the farm?
Oh, okay.
Secret passages?
Well, that's how the Skaven have been attacking the city. They've been getting in through the sewer system and underground, so we're here to make sure your farm is secure and to check to see if they've maybe built any passages under your farm.
They've been drilling in through basements and speakeasies. And...
So you can just continue with your drills. We'll show ourselves around just the perimeter and just check things out.
All right. Well, I mean, if it's something about the city and these Skaven, I think that's good. If there's any place that could be, it'd be the storehouse. And she points out to this building in the northeast. She said, I think that'd be your best bet.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where people are the least.
Oh, yeah.
Their basement?
We'll make our way over there. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And drill's over, back to your posts. And all the men, like, basically scatter up onto the walls.
All right, well, let's go over to the storehouse.
All right. Okay, storehouse.
While we're moving through and everything, I don't know if I need to make a roll of it. Do I notice how people are acting or looking at me?
You don't have to roll for that. No, you can tell they're looking at you like with not even veiled like hatred. Like there's
Yeah, like she outwardly just scoffed in your face.
yeah, she just completely dismissed you. Everybody else is like like sneering at you, or some people are like, ugh, and other people are like saying things kind of under their breath, but loud enough for you to hear. Like dirty plant men, or
it's not just her; it is everybody.
Yeah,
okay,
slurs under their breath and whatnot.
Well, remember that they're also probably fighting off a bunch of Sylvaneth on a regular basis.
From what you've learned about this place, you would realize like this is not on the one road. Obviously, it can't. It's a farm. It's off of the one road, so this place is technically breaking the treaty that the city has with the Sylvaneth. They're not allowed to expand the city any further. And they have the one road, and the Sylvaneth, they had agreed after wars in the past that, like, this is your space. We won't fight you for this, but just don't make any more. So, like, having a farm here would be against that. So,
Gotcha.
They probably have had run-ins with Sylvaneth in the past.
Well, and even the Sylvaneth that we met before said that there were other groups of Sylvaneths that they even fought against.
Right. Not every Sylvaneth is friendly to each other either.
Glades can be hostile towards one another.
But as you head over to the storage building, store shed, there's like, and again, like big double doors because you figure probably carriages and stuff go in here. You open it up and a massive creature just smashes its way through, and we're to combat.
What?
I just need to find it.
Why didn't they tell us that there was a massive creature in there?
Why didn't they? That's ridiculous.
Oh.
Those jerks.
I shouldn't have trusted them.
Yeah, I can't believe you did. It was great.
Well, we were a little bored. We needed a little action this episode.
Why can't I find it?
Drunken Doug couldn't do enough.
I was drunk yesterday.
We needed you drunker.
Well, you could have bought me a drink.
Look, I know I have the second most aquagoriness around here, but I'm not sharing it with you.
He ain't T-Pain.
I'm not sharing it for you to get drunk.
Well, someone has to.
Maybe if you spent your money a little bit more wisely.
What do you mean? I have been very efficient with my money.
Where is it all gone?
Too efficient.
Armor.
I mean, food and drink's a good way to spend money.
Oh, I don't spend money on that. But for the money I have, I've certainly gotten a lot of food and beverage. For everyone, I was definitely sharing sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Were you charging people
There it
for
is.
it?
Okay, it wasn't where
I was
saw
charging
it.
some of the people on the boat, but not y'all.
Oh, God.
Hmm.
I
What
finally found
is
the
that?
token.
Oh,
So-
good.
This huge monstrosity smashes its way out of the door, and it's like grotesque. There's this great image from the book. I'm going to share it in the Discord for you quick. You would all recognize, well, maybe not recognize it, but it's a big red-skinned monster with like bone protrusions coming off of its shoulders and its hands, and all kinds of things happening here.
Full undead.
It doesn't seem undead.
Ew.
Is it?
Its initiative
Okay, I don't know
is
about-
6, though, so it's going to go first.
What
Oh, I wonder who he's going to attack.
is this?
Why is it kept inside the farm and not outside?
Well, yeah, like what is? How are the woman and the people reacting? Do they turn around and like?
Yeah, like
They're like-
well,
they're up on
they
the
went
walls.
back to their posts.
Yeah,
The guys
they're-
went back to their
Yeah,
posts.
so but like they can obviously see this thing from their posts.
They start, like, all like the soldiers here start
Probably laughing.
cheering.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're
Oh,
probably laughing. Like,
God.
ha ha.
Do you not understand that we were directed here for a
This is
reason?
a trap.
There you go.
100% a trap.
There you go.
I was just waiting for a good time to spring it. And you hear them start
Jeez
changing,
Louise.
Korgorath, Korgorath, Korgorath. And you know that's what this thing is called. It's a Korgorath. And
Oh, that's
it's,
not its name.
No, that's just what it is. And it's
And
going
we should give
to
it a name.
What is it going to
First-
do?
Tim.
attack the Sylvaneth.
Of course.
Of course.
What is your defense? Poor, right?
Yep.
I'm going to throw so
all
many of
gonna
these
die.
MFers into this ring.
Yep.
No.
Here's the fun
Jesus
part.
Christ.
It's got rend. Again.
Well, I had 2 armor.
So it's got big. It slashes at you with its claws and fangs. And I rolled.
Holy
I succeeded with 7 additional successes.
So
How many of them were
the
6s,
hell?
Dan?
Why does
2
it
of
only
them.
need 2?
So you take 7. You lose 7 toughness because you reduce it by 2 with your armor, but then you lose your armor.
So I take a hit of 7, reduce it by 2, or
No, that's already. It was
Already
damage is 9. You reduce it down to 7, and then you lose your 2 armor as it rends it apart.
okay, so I'm down to 1 toughness.
And then it has on its shoulders are bone tentacles that it goes whoosh and it slashes out at Daria. What is your defense? Average?
Yup. Wait,
I-
no. Is the defense the hammer?
The shield.
Oh,
The
yeah, it's
shield.
average. Shoot.
So I'll tell you that this thing does have metal that it just spent a point of to attack again.
Oh my god.
And I got, again, 9
Oh my
successes.
God.
The bone tentacles do not have rend, though. So you get to keep your armor after taking 9 damage.
Great, so I just have 0 toughness left.
Well, you have some armor, right?
Yeah, I have 2 armor and 7 toughness.
You only have 7 toughness?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're not
so
that tough, Dan.
this thing rolled it rolled all successes on that roll.
This is rigged.
Oh, this is crazy. And
What happens
so
if we all die?
We are going to. We
Okay.
were supposed to die last time.
you didn't go beyond your wounds, or your toughness, so you don't take any wounds yet, but you're at 0, so you go down to a knee practically, but you're not dead yet. And then it is, I think, Doug and Soil act at the top of the round, right? You guys have the highest initiative at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Doug and Soil, then Daria, then Hella.
Where's the Brenna? Where did she go to?
She disappeared inside a building. You're not sure where. Actually, roll me an awareness test. See if you notice where she went as this thing came crashing out. Because clearly she was expecting it.
1.
1 success?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't know where. She just seems to be gone.
Can we all do that, though?
On your turn, if you want.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, you guys are acting first, so.
How many of these guards are up on this wall?
There's a dozen dudes.
Okay. I'm going to shadow step behind one of them.
Okay.
Stab him
And-
in the kidney.
And
Okay,
shove them into the pit.
to make,
Ooh, I like that.
to make this
Oh, I
as
like
clear
it.
as I can. Okay, you're gonna. I was gonna say I'm gonna play them as 2 separate swarms. But if you want to shove one dude down in,
Yeah, I'm gonna get more combatants in this. Is what's gonna happen.
all right, so I'm gonna have you go
I
over
like
here. You attempt to shove a guy down in. We'll do it. Let's see. Roll your.
Well, first I'm gonna make a body stealth test to see if he's even there, and I can catch him on surprise
Okay,
as I'm deceiving him.
and that's against my awareness.
Yeah, there's 3 bad boys on that. Good luck.
I got 2.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say I'll give you advantage on this. I'm gonna roll their fortitude against your might.
What about my athletics?
Okay, I can live with that. And so you change your DN to 3, because you have advantage. Ooh, I got 2 successes, max.
I got 2 as well.
You also got 2 successes. So you don't quite push them over the edge.
What are the things that I can use here to either re-roll or stuff?
Oh, metal.
Metal.
You could double your training. Typically before you roll, but we forgot about it. So if you wanted, you have 1 training in athletics, you could roll 1 more die
Okay.
for your
Or
metal.
Oh, wait a
Your
minute.
focus,
If
right?
you use a focus,
Doesn't have any
Yeah.
focus.
I don't have any focus.
oh,
Or
So-
you could use your metal to just do another attack and try again.
But I won't have advantage on it.
No, you would. I think.
Okay.
You're
Yeah, we'll
hitting
do that.
from him for like the round, I believe, is how we ruled it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll try to do it again.
Okay. Fortitude. I'm rolling. I got 1 success that time.
I got 4.
There you go. So you shove him down. So I'm going to deal 1 toughness of damage to him for falling off the wall. Because they do have armor. So we'll just say he blocks 1 damage, takes another. And there's another guy down in the courtyard with you. And this thing is screaming. And that'll bring us to Soil.
First off, I'm going to cast Shield of Thorns.
Nice. That's the one I hit. I hit you, I take damage. Right?
Shield of Thorns, yeah.
Oh, every ally in your zone gains 1 armor, so that's Daria and Hella.
Ooh, nice.
Doug moved out of the zone because he's up on the wall. And then each additional success increases the damage dealt. Oh, you failed.
Hang on. I have metal and I have focus.
Okay, so you can double. Is that enough, though?
Yeah,
need
he only needs
5s.
2 successes.
Yeah, but you got to bring a 2 up to a 5. You don't have enough focus for that.
No.
Oh, boy, so you get the roll price of failure. This doesn't look good.
No.
It's not a great start.
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
I dropped my ring. Oh, I can't reach it.
No.
Oh, great.
No.
Damaging
The
spells
opposite effect.
deal toughness, bonuses become penalties. Allies
So-
are affected, and so on. The chain was file saying the effective is reversed.
Woo! So as usual, it flips around. So now the Korgorath gains a point of armor, and every time you hit it in melee, it does damage back to you.
That's not really the opposite effect.
That's literally the opposite effect.
Bonuses become penalties, so we lose an armor,
Oh,
want that?
okay, that's fair.
right? I mean, they do. I don't. I'm not in the zone.
That's true. So the 3 of you in the zone lose a point of armor, and if somebody hits you, you'll take an additional point of toughness on top of it.
Okay.
No, well, the opposite. Instead of you taking damage, they punch you and they heal 1 toughness. Because normally they would take damage.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so that failed miserably. So on the other hand, correct me if I'm wrong. If I remember, Daria has a whole thing about taking on large creatures.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. My melee increases a step.
Okay. Tactician.
So I get like your dice or something?
Yep. You get 4 extra dice.
And a free attack right now?
Okay.
Wait, isn't Tactician an action?
Yeah.
But
it's just-
can
And I'm using my metal.
Metal?
You. Oh no, because you
I haven't done it yet.
didn't have enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tactician, nice. That's so good.
So yeah,
It's 3 dice, right?
that is 4 extra dice.
4 dice. All right, it is Daria's turn. I'm assuming you're going to attack the Korgorath.
Well, she gets a free attack right now.
on his action.
Oh, the Tactician gives an attack as well?
Yeah.
I forgot how this works.
Tactician essentially,
Yeah.
she's able to attack, so I'm having her attack
Yeah.
with a bonus.
She effectively makes an attack with his bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her attack is my attack.
If you're able to do so and have a suitable weapon prepared. You
I
guys weren't
do.
prepared for combat.
Oh, really?
I've been walking around with 2 things in my hands.
Yeah, it even shows on her character model.
He's gonna nitpick this, really, Dan?
I'll
They've
allow
been
it.
equipped.
This thing's pretty nasty.
You've allowed some
Okay.
similar
So,
actions like this for the rest of this
how many
campaign. Now's the
extra-
turning point.
Okay, so I'm dual wielding.
You have
can
4
separate your
extra
attacks
dice.
if you want.
Yep. And I have 4 extra dice, right?
Yep.
And this thing's big.
You know,
so
it might be worth it to just attack it with the hail word and try to rend its armor.
That's true.
It has armor?
I have to assume.
Okay.
If it doesn't, we might actually stand a chance.
So 4
But
extra
if you have
dice.
your 2 cutlasses, you get Relentless Assault and increase your melee 1 step.
Oh, yeah.
It's already increasing 1 step
Because you're
with
fighting something
the
big,
bigger
right?
they are.
Oh, step up 2?
So I can step up 2
Yo.
if
Yeah.
I dual wield.
Yes.
All right.
I would.
So then I put my attacker rating to extraordinary, right?
Whoa! What?
And then I have
It's
4
only
extra
great.
dice.
Wow. My defense is superb.
your defense.
which is 1 level below extraordinary. So if you're using your 2 swords, you're hitting on 3s. Jeez.
Let's see. Do I have a training or a focus?
Be weapon skill. I believe you have something. You have.
Oh, but I
training
can't
and 1
use a
focus.
medal anyway because it's technically not my action, right?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Right now, this is my turn still. I'm having you attack for me.
Yeah, you technically haven't gained your medal yet because you haven't had a turn.
All right, let me just look at this real quick.
We just had a conversation like that in Starfinder.
We did.
When I double checked the rule later, we did play it correctly.
Okay.
Superb.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I just didn't want to go too much rules diving in that moment.
Okay.
Peter Handbow. I don't think it's. Oh no, because that's going to roll your ballistic skill. Just want to make sure you attack with your cutlass.
Didn't I?
There should be a whole bunch of extra dice on there too.
No, because there were, but I split them, so it gets
Oh.
like.
So if you,
Split.
so I'll change it real quick. You would. So you have your rusty halberd equipped instead of 2 cutlasses.
But the rusty halberd has the rend on it.
So what do you want to attack with here?
Well, can I like?
So so if you have the 2 cutlasses, you're not going to have access to rend, but you get to step up your melee to extraordinary hit on 3s. If you go with just the halberd, you get all 4 dice into that 1 attack, all 4 extra dice. 6s will rend armor, but you're going to have superb melee and hit on 4s.
Just roll all 6s. Easy.
Okay.
I mean, she usually does.
So okay, yeah. Let's do just the.
You can delete those actions, by the way, if you want to redo it.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, just right click on your roll there. And you should have a thing that says delete it.
Oh yeah.
I can too.
Okay.
So you want to go with the halberd?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that was already equipped, so I put it back on there for
Okay.
you.
So we'll do that. My attacker rating goes up to superb. The defense is superb.
You need
four
And
four.
add the extra dice.
You have 4 extra dice. You need a 4 to land a hit, 6s to rend armor.
All right, let's see.
Yo, look at all those 5s. I love
with a
this trait
that'll
effect.
With a
The target
focus.
loses 0
And with
points
a
of non-magical
focus.
armor.
But with
That
the
changes
focus, that'll
to a
turn 1 to
4.
a 6.
So I got.
Oh yeah, do you want to focus 1 up to a 6 or that 3 to a 4?
Does it matter?
6 will take away some of its armor,
Then you get the
or
rend.
you have 7 successes.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, definitely do the rend.
6. Yeah. Let me take that one off.
Because every successful attack
I
you
don't
do
know
from
how-
now on will
You can-
effectively do
the
another
GM can
damage.
figure that out.
Yeah, I got it. So he does have armor that he takes the damage, and then it's rent by your halberd. You cut through its tough hide well enough that it cries out as you're sprayed with its hot blood.
Hot
Ew.
blood.
Ooh.
It's not like doesn't like hurt you any more than just gross.
Yeah, it's just gross.
And now it's your turn again. Because that was all on Tactician.
All
Oh
right.
my god, that was all tactician.
So let's just
So
go
that
at
thing
it
just
again.
took 2
Oh, yeah.
damage, and did it lose 2 points of armor?
Just 1.
1.
1 point of armor.
Just roll a bunch of 6s again.
So this time you just don't have the 4 extra dice.
Still a lot of dice.
So do I? But I can spend a medal to double my training or double my focus.
Correct.
Yeah,
Or
now you have
to
your
attack
medal,
again.
yeah.
Or do
just
it again?
attack
Yeah, let's
twice.
just
Get
wait.
rid of all
Okay.
this bad boy's armor. Yes! That's
Okay.
2 more armor, dummy. Not
All right.
anyone here.
Did you use your medal? And focus?
I'll use the focus. Well, I'll
No,
use the focus to bump it up to a success.
So if you
Focusing
click on the
fours.
click on
Right.
the
So I
3.
got 2 6s and another success.
So if you just click on the 3 and
Yeah.
then right click on it, there should be a thing that says apply focus.
Got it.
There you go.
Is there a way I can just click?
And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
random.
So where are we at with this thing?
So all right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 1 point. That's 3 more with 2 more points of armor. So 3 bits of armor
And then we're going to
gone.
spend my metal to do it again.
Yeesh. You know that.
Oh!
Oh no! Didn't look. We got a bunch of 6s.
Wait, hold on.
That's
More
another
6s and all 6s.
So that is 4 bits of armor. Oh, sorry, 5 bits of armor gone.
Where we
Oh,
at?
no, wait,
Where
wait.
we at?
That's
So-
6. That's 6 bits
Yeah.
of armor.
So after the first hit, you hit it again, and you realize that you've sundered its hide enough. It has no more armor. It only had 1 point, and that's 5 more damage.
All right, so wait, how much armor did it have?
None. It doesn't matter. It's not.
Alright,
It
so
has
it-
no more armor. It has no armor. It only
After
had
the
1
first
point to
thing,
begin
right?
with.
After tactician.
Okay,
lost
so
its
then
armor.
I had 3 damage after that,
Yeah, I've been applying it.
and then 5
1,
damage
2,
after
3,
that.
So you're just smashing away with this halberd, maybe stabbing it too. I don't know.
13.
You get the sense that you have done
14.
significant amount of damage.
14 points of damage.
Oh, no, because the first attack I got to apply armor. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's 14.
So it suffered 13 damage. so far.
13 damage.
Casual 13.
Wow. And Hella hasn't even gone yet.
Let's go, Hella!
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what I can do, but we'll see.
There's a chance you could kill this thing in 1 round.
Come on, let's
Hell
go!
up, hell up,
This
hell
is
up.
That is
crazy.
shocking.
I agree.
Woo! I knew tactician was
The
a good
dice
one.
gods have been kind to us.
Tactician is busted. But I feel like it should be. Again, you guys are the characters are awesome, and
Yeah.
it's super fun. Like if this creature were in WFRP, 2 people would be
Dead
dying
already?
right now.
Yeah, when it woke
Yeah, I
up,
was
like
like,
just from
yeah,
breaking
you
through the
wanna-
door, 2 people would be dead.
Battle this shit, then yes, we need to be superheroes. Okay, I'm
Stinks.
gonna hit it with a hammer.
Hit it with a hammer.
Hammer time.
Its defense is
What do
superb.
You
I don't
just
even remember how to do all this.
Smash it. I
What
know,
am I
it took
doing?
me a while.
You usually roll.
You click
physical
on-
dice, right?
I usually roll my own dice.
Oh, yeah.
So what
All
am
right.
I doing?
So your weapon skill, you got 5 dice here. Your melee is good.
Mm-hmm.
So you need 6s to hit it.
Even though its armor's been taken away?
Armor just reduces how much damage I take. It doesn't change.
It doesn't change its defense. Okay.
Yeah, its defense
So
is
I
still
have to
very
roll 6s. Okay.
high. Yeah.
Do you have
'cause
any
don't-
like talents or runes that'd be activated right now?
So both. Yeah, I said the rune would activate during combat. So you just get +1 damage with your
Okay.
rune of searing heat.
Wait, where's that one? Is that why do I never know where to look at these?
The runes are gear.
Okay, yeah. Plus
what-
1. So I get +1 damage. Yes.
Yeah, it should factor that in. Oh no, so we'll factor that in since you're rolling it by hand. So 5 dice needs 6s. If you get any successes, we add 3. 2 for the hammer, 1 for the rune.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, whatever. I have 1 success.
Yay!
So 4 damage. It's very, very hurt, but it's not dead yet.
Okay.
17.
Well, I'm gonna hit it again. I'm gonna use my
17.
metal and I'm gonna hit it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. We're gonna see. And no successes.
Oh,
Yay.
nuts.
I did not kill it.
17 points of damage in 1 round.
It's not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Dudes on the wall start taking shots at you with their rifles.
What?
Yeah, I saw
Come
that coming.
on, buddy!
Saw that coming.
I did say I was going to treat them as a couple of swarms. There's one guy on the ground. He gets up as his turn. It's going to have 2. What's the word I'm looking for? 2 swarms attack. The first one's going to shoot Hella. What's your defense? Average?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. Yep.
So you take 5 damage.
That says 2 damage.
Yeah, because I typed this in wrong. It should say +2, not 2. So I got 3 successes, +2 damage.
I don't know. I feel like we should go what it says
So
there.
it's 5. And
Yep.
then the other swarm is going to try to shoot at Doug on the wall.
They don't know I'm there.
The other group
The
is
other
gonna
ones?
shoot at Daria.
Why are you so...
For 3 damage.
They don't know I'm dead.
3 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so I have 0 toughness and I have 2 armor, so I take. How do I apply that?
3 damage?
No, I attacked you with the one without rend. That's right.
Oh.
So it's just 1
Bam,
damage
bam.
that goes through, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to click a minor wound. What does that bring you? Good thing you healed
I'm
some
at
wounds.
4 out of 4 on my wound
So your
chart.
wound chart is full now.
So next
Right?
hit,
Yes.
next hit would put you into
Where I have to roll to.
yeah.
Man, aren't we glad we rested twice?
So wait, are you mortally wounded currently or not yet? Why, I
No,
know
I
this got
think it's the
confusing.
one after. Like you have to go over.
Yeah.
This was the discussion we had.
No,
I think.
when there are no spaces left to note wounds on your wound track, you are mortally wounded.
Right.
So you are currently mortally wounded. Your wound track is full.
Right.
Right.
But this
didn't
last
this come in
attack
because
put it there.
well,
She doesn't have to start rolling yet, but she is mortally wounded.
No, I thought
No, because this was the whole argument
Yeah.
we had. Because on here it says, if you suffer a wound and do not have spaces remaining
Yeah.
on your wound
If
track.
you suffer it and don't have
So
space
it's
to
the
fill
one
it,
after
then you're
this.
mortally wounded.
Oh, that's right, because
But
the
just
wording
having
is a
it
little
full-
bit different between the rule book and the thing.
right because this attack put the final
Yeah.
wound in her wound track, hasn't gone over it.
Okay, so we'll. I'm okay with. We'll try to keep it consistent. I'll believe you guys.
He's going to attack you. He's going to attack either me, you, maybe Doug.
No, not Doug.
Gonna kill me.
Yeah, but you always survive.
So it's.
You know what? That was luck.
Hopefully
Straight up.
this soldier on the ground will
It's
absorb an attack
the
to somebody.
Cora, whatever.
Korgarath.
It's his turn.
It is. This is going to be real bad.
No.
It looks at you and senses you're near death, and it attacks you with its claws and fangs.
Oh!
For 6 damage.
Oh, who
I
knew
have
there's
2
something
armor.
that just needs 2s to succeed?
It doesn't matter. You have no toughness, no wounds on track, mortally wounded at this point.
Okay, so
So you suffer a serious wound.
do I add that?
Well, this goes
Or
do
5
I-
or more, that's a deadly wound.
So do I
Wait, how
add
much armor do you have?
2?
2. So you take 4 damage, so that's a serious wound.
So do I add a serious wound or do I change my minor?
Just add a
wound to-
serious wound.
Okay.
So now you are mortally wounded.
Uh-huh.
You become stunned. You cannot recover toughness. At the start of your turn, you have to make a death test. But I'm sorry, Rachel, you're not going to need to do that. Because the Korgarath,
He's gonna spend his metal to attack me again.
he's going to use a metal to take a second action called Skull Taker. The Korgarath can use an action to devour the skull of a mortally wounded creature, killing the target instantly.
Oh,
Oh,
You see this thing slash at Daria, and before she falls to the ground, it just bites her head off.
Nope, because we use a soul fire so that she can cheat death and no longer be mortally wounded and regain half of her toughness and keep all wounds. Do we all agree to that? Because I agree to that.
In the middle of battle.
In the middle of the round.
Are we able to just use soul file for that?
Yeah, that sounds weird. Yeah. It says the binding can channel soul fire into a dying ally, returning them from the brink of death. As an action on your turn.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. As an action on your turn.
I think I'm just a goner,
Wait, where
guys.
does
Is a mortally wounded member of the binding within close range. Oh no.
Wait, what? Where does it say it's that? It doesn't say that under the soul fire thing.
Yeah, it
I know
doesn't say it on
the
our
reference
sheet.
sheets don't have the complete wording for everything.
Yeah, so I
This
think
is
actually
from the
all we
rule
need
book.
to keep track of is what's on the reference sheet. So
So, Rachel, I'm sorry. Darius had her head snicker-snacked off by the Corporath
no.
Now what?
Well, shit.
And I guess we'll find out if anybody else can survive this next time.
No!
Part 9. No.
Wait. What about? Hold on. No. What about the other thing? The dying breath thing.
What dying breath?
There's another thing that you could do that gives us soul fire, and you get like another turn, and then
you can do that instead of doing a death save. Yeah, you can make like a last stand.
if you are mortally wounded and you declare a last stand, when you do so, the following happens. You remove any conditions you have, your metal refuel, you're immune to damage or melee attacks when your turn ends.
Yeah, again, it has to be on your turn.
This game's
Oh
dumb.
man, that's
It's
rigged.
turn.
Oh no, we'll find out if anybody else can make it through.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
Oh, actually, the recording cut off like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's too bad. I guess it never happened.
I used the soul fire to turn it off.
Sorry, Rachel.
Oh,
Bye,
nuts.
guys. It was good knowing everyone.
Bye.